Hello everyone, Andrew back again. 3rd of November, Sunday. Today we're going to talk about preparing colonies for the winter. Around end of August, when you're taking all your supers off and extract all the honey, most of the beekeepers experience a situation when you have a lot of honey, a lot of bees, and very little brood. Brood is usually on 2 frames, and that is very dangerous. Because all the bees which you can see in August, they eventually going to die. That's not a winter bee, this is a summer bee, which was working hard, harvesting honey, feeding larvae. So the lifespan of that bee is very, very short. Those bees going to die. They're not going into the winter. You have to raise winter bee. What that means, when you extract some frames from the brood chamber, we usually have 2 brood chambers. So we're shaking all the bees from second brood chamber into the first brood chamber and extracting all the honey, every frame what we have in the brood chamber. Every frame except the frames which has some brood. So extract every honey, whatever is in the hive, and give them back the empty frames. Put the feeder off on top, and usually beekeeping associations and beekeepers just saying to put some feeders on and nothing else, just put some syrup. But nobody explains how exactly to do it properly. What that means, you have to stimulate the queen to lay maximum eggs as possible for about 2.5 weeks. So you put in 5-6 empty frames into the brood chamber and give them daily about 400-500 grams of syrup, 1:1 on 1:1.5 sugar, makes no real difference. That stimulates the queen to lay maximum eggs. Because if you put 3 liters or a gallon of syrup into your feeder, they're going to take the whole that in one day, fill all the frames and empty frames you gave them, and at the end of the story, it's not the stimulation. Stimulation means little portions every day. So we're giving colonies, strong colonies, 500 grams, 400 grams a day. I usually give them a liter every 2 days, because go over 100 colonies every day is a bit too much hassle. It works more or less the same, a liter every 2 days. For nooks, you're giving about 400 grams, 300 grams every 2 days. Then after 2 weeks time, you lift in the frames, and if you could see 5 frames of brood, complete frames, not on brood on 5 frames. Brood could be on 7 frames, 8 frames, but I meant it's 5 frames completely from side to side. Then you can stop your stimulation. After that, we don't want queen lay any more eggs. So what we're doing, instead of giving them 400 grams a day, we're giving them 3 liters straight away. So they're going to take that usually in a day or 2 days time and fill in every empty cell, whichever is left. When it's brood coming out, so they fill in, they stopping queen completely laying. Those 5 frames, when they come out, there'll be enough bees to go into the winter. Before feeding them with a large amount of syrup, I usually take 3 frames of 11. It's 11 frames national, 3 frames out, so around 9 frames on average left, and fill them completely with the syrup. So I go and show you, those all hives are prepared already. There's some of them just left especially for the video, just to show you how this works. So we're open this, I'll just show you how this works. First of all, we changing plastic. Plastic is gone anyhow. Plastic for a breathable material. I have some. That's just pieces of breathable material, and this especially for the hives. So what is that? Let's looks like more or less like that. There's inside feeder in this one here. Doesn't matter, there's top feeder on the other ones. This was a nuke, and basically that's how. There's dummy board here. Wherever the frames empty, you don't want them, you just can put them outside. There was some syrup in this one. There's a little bit still there, so they're gonna take that and bring into the inside where the queen is. Basically, that is it. That colony is ready to go, and you taken your inspection tray out completely for the winter. You make them draft, so the air comes from the mesh floor, comes through the breathable material, then through the hole in the crown board, and then we're using 2 planks to keep the roof up. So basically, complete ventilation, complete draft. So it's special. You cooling down the whole colony, and queen is not laying anymore, and those guys are ready to go into winter. Just going to show you on this particular hive the whole process. Now, we'll take insulation pillow, just put in the mask just in case. Now, the feeder here is completely empty. So it's 2 loomy boards both sides, 3 frames out, and the bee colony is sitting in the middle, and I presume that is ready for wintering. You're going to check stores, take the plastic off and put this brittle material on. Now I'm taking the plastic off. You just want to see the frames. They're full of syrup. Just empty this side. There's some strips with oxalic acid and glycerin against varroa. Now completely full of stores. So that is ready for the winter. Just cover with the breathable stuff. Put in crown board. Some planks. Yeah. 2 planks to keep the roof up. So we have ventilation through this hole here, and we're taking inspection tray out completely for the whole winter. There's some varroa mites. Some varroa mites here. Right, so that guy is ready. Just have a look at the next one. Now the next one. Taking this off anyhow. Feeder was sitting here for a while, so it's empty, but it's getting moldy. Yeah, this frame, there's some ivy honey in it. The other ones are full of syrup. Full of syrup, full of bees. No brood anymore, all brood came out. Take some those strips out as well. Don't need them anymore. crown board. Have to get one. Now, crown board on. A couple of planks again. So ventilation comes from the bottom through the hole, and the whole thing is completely drafty ventilation. You're cooling down your colony for queen to stop laying. You don't want the queen to lay in sometimes it's very mild winters, and if it's strong colony, the queen could lay in the winter time, which makes very bad effect on the colony. Just go through a few more and I'll show you the prepared one already done. Next one, this one is done. Planks, see how they are. Right, that is ready. Next one there. Ready. Next one. Same thing. It's only one doing with stronger colony, only one doing board here. The reason I use in Doomy boards, it's mostly for the spring, not for the winter. In springtime, when you forced pollen flowing, I just put in super on top of that, taking the material, changing again for plastic, put in the expansion tray, just open about that much usually, and put the feeder, and again stimulate, and put an insulation, the insulation pillow as well, feeder and insulation pillow. So I stimulate in queen for lay eggs for the early start, and those Doomy boards, they made from insulated material from Kingspan, so it's kind of keeps warm, and usually queen starts laying at the Doomy board, not even from the middle. So I wish you all happy overwintering, and you can visit our website irishbee.ie and watch our video for more information. Thank you guys.